In this video, I am going to demonstrate how a person, an individual, can register for income tax under myAccount. So the first thing you need to do is log on to Revenue website and log into your myAccount profile. When you have done that, you will be presented with the tax services page. If you scroll down to the bottom to manage my record, and it's tax registration that you require. So when I click on tax registration, the only option that will be available to me is income tax, and that is the one I will be selecting. If you want to register for VAT or as an employer, you must do it through ROS Revenue Online Services. So once this is opened, it will give me the option to register for income tax. So I click on register. So revenue are just going to require a few details now. So the first thing it's going to require is the date my business or self-employment started. So I'm putting in the 1st of September. It's then going to ask me for a broad description of my business, and I'm going to put in catering services. I then have the option of putting in a trading name or an alternative name, but it's optional. The next piece of information I'm required is to enter an NACE code. This is for revenue purposes, and they require it in order to classify business activity for statistical purposes. So if I click here, I will come into a search menu where I can search for an appropriate code for my business. So if I key in a broad description here, catering services, and click on search, the options will be available below. So this is probably the best one, restaurant and mobile food service activities. So the categories are quite broad. So it's a mobile food service, it's catering. So I'm going to click on that one and save. So that brings me back to the original screen. And the next thing I'm asked for is my expected turnover for the first 12 months of trading. So turnover is just another name for sales. So this is just a prediction. Nobody knows, but I do predict my turnover is going to be 20,000. The next item is my assessable status. So if I'm single, I am the assessable person. But if I'm married or in a civil partnership and you're jointly assessed, one partner or one spouse always has to elect to be the assessable spouse. And generally it's the person who has the highest earnings. So I'm going to click myself here as a single person being the assessable person. I move on now to the next screen, and revenue are going to require some business correspondence details and some business contact details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out those details and with the information. When I have my contact details all entered, I click next to move onto the next screen. I then get a screen asking me to confirm my details are correct and giving me a summary of all the data I inputted. I then click on confirm and I submit my application. Generally, it takes 3 days for revenue to get back to you, and you will be issued with an income tax registration number. The income tax registration number will be the same as your PPSN number. And that is how you register for income tax under myAccount.